We're Nico and Henry. We're from Irish Sport. At Irish, we've been doing disruptive things in sport probably since the company began, which was about 16 years ago. But recently, it struck us there was both an issue and an opportunity in the market. So we decided to launch a sport-based proposition, unleash it on the world a few months back. Way of doing things. Our question, which we want to talk to you today about, is whether that fits with a really interesting audience, the 20-somethings, the millennials, some people call them, Gen Y, whatever it is. We like to call them the slash generation.
The sports business goes narrow and deep, generally speaking, and it often plays on tribal loyalty, as you heard in the video, and this kind of depth of relationship a fan has with sport. But on the other hand, that's not great for the slash gen, because they are literally into all culture, and they aren't defining their existence by a kind of vertical sport. I guess it's kind of no wonder the sports biz isn't the ideal bedfellow for slash gen. On the one hand, big media, inflexibility and control. On the other hand, social media, snacking and open source. So you can see the problem or the opportunity.
The other thing we think the NBA does brilliantly is they kind of cover the whole aspect of the game. The build-up, the game itself, the aftermath, the sort of way the players arrive in a kind of catwalk style. They're kind of there and present, and they're capturing it. And what that does, we think that's really interesting, is it portrays the NBA in its kind of broadest possible sense. It's the complete culture of the sport, and it's much beyond the sport of basketball itself.
Find that truth, find that cast iron truth. Start the conversation with something cool or clever. Make stuff that's hackable, and then just let go. Before now, we've shown you that our point of view is that the sport is not just about sport. Sport is culture. I know it's not rocket science, but I don't think all of the work out there for slash gen is showing that. These guys are already looking to brands to inform popular culture, so we best have a point of view. We've got to stand for something, champion something, criticize something even, or we risk being edited out.
Thank you, Nico. Thank you, Henry. Welcome from my side. So I'm Florian. I'm Senior Director at Brand Communications, and therefore responsible for all global brand marketing topics related to football at Adidas. And I work since quite a while with the boys at Iris in terms of exactly that topic, how we basically become more culturally relevant and can speak better to our target audience. Because we realize pure visibility these days isn't doing the job anymore. You need to move from visibility to being talked about and talkability. So it started with haters, and then we basically, at the beginning of this year, had another hit with the Boss Everyone campaign. It was all centered around the launch of the first ever laceless football boot. So again, we looked into what could be more the emotional benefit rather than just hammering home that this boot has no football laces and therefore